This is a very close shot. I don't think I'm going to use this lens. Wishy-washy. David here. I just had to try the Vsauce entry at least once. About 3 weeks ago, I made a video talking about what I wanted the channel to turn into, like what I wanted it to do. And the prime example I used while I was on that walk, taking examples of how I wanted to build this channel. I used an example of how there are case fans that have LED rings around the side and look really cool, but they cost like $70 for a 3-pack. That's really expensive. And I made the comparison of, hey, Wish.com has these fans. You can get them at like $20 for a 4-pack. Well, boom. Well, obviously, here they are. Welcome to Wishy Washy. We're gonna give these a shot in a new computer build that I'm doing, and let's hope for the best. Liam. Calling it a new computer build is sort of unfair. What I'm doing is taking my downstairs computer and I am putting it in my old upstairs computer case. Links, as always, to the products I feature will always be down in the description below. Go ahead and take a look if you're interested in picking yourself up a package or whatever it is that I'm reviewing. But for now, let's review what actually comes in the box. So what came in my kit? What did I get from Wish? I got a 4 set of these fans. You can get them in 1, 2, 3, or 4. I went for the 4-piece. Inside the box, it came with 2 of these remotes for RGB controllers. I'm really hoping that I don't need both of them and that one of them is just like a backup for the other. We'll have to see how that goes when it's all done. Came with a cheap fan hub, which is really nice because fan hubs are one of those things that can be kind of costly if you get them from a reputable brand. If you spring for a well-known brand like Corsair or NZXT, their fan hubs can be pretty expensive. So getting a cheap fan hub, if it works, is a pretty good grab. And then to power the whole thing and keep it all running, we have a simple 4-pin Molex connector. I thought it was worth mentioning that I just removed this Optane drive and put in this Kingston NVMe solid-state drive. I didn't lose an M.2 screw for a change. That's like a miracle. But seriously, look it up. M.2 screws are like the smallest screws ever made by man. Didn't take as long as I thought it would. Really all I was doing was disassembling the machine from a different computer and throwing it into a different case. So all in all, it went really smoothly, and the fans were pretty easy to install. They were pretty just good old-fashioned regular cheap fans. So now that that's done, let's talk about some of the pros and the cons and what you can expect from these fans. First of all, I gotta hand it to them for the ease of installation. The labels on it, English, clean, clear, easy, and it plugs right into a Molex power connector. The addition of the M3 tape on the back of the hub was a very positive bonus, and I super appreciate that. Made attaching it to the inside of your case as easy as it sounds like it would be. When I opened my box, I had 2 remotes, and I can confirm that both of them work. Remote 1, Remote 2. The inclusion of the pretty generic RGB LED was really appreciated, of course. It's one thing you can lose, but luckily they saw fit to give you a spare, so hopefully if that happens to you, you'll be alright. Operation is pretty much what you would expect. Off, on, auto mode, which pretty much just cycles through all the different colors. The mode plus and mode minus button swift through the different kind of pre-configured designs. One thing they saw fit to include that I super appreciate is the inclusion of these rubber padding here between the actual plastic of the fan where you screw it in and the aluminum of the chassis. So it really helps with vibration, and when you're dealing with cheaper fans, you never really know if they're going to start vibrating or, with a little bit of age, getting a little janky. So it comes with a remote. The build quality of the fans is great. Comes with an awesome hub. Can't be a bad deal for $30, right? Well, there are some things to consider for the downsides. One of the advantages of getting some premium fans is that you can control the fans individually or in a giant pattern using software. There's no software to control all of the fans on here. All of it is done solely with the remote control, meaning you are limited to the different designs and displays based on what they put on it from the get-go. Another thing you're sacrificing is fan speed control. Even cheaper fans, you plug them into your motherboard or the hub into the motherboard, and via software or in the BIOS you can control the curve for the fan speed with internal temperatures or motherboard temperatures or radiator temperatures. The point is, there's lots of different scenarios that you can configure to keep your computer cool. These do not have any kind of software control. Instead, what you have on the remote is a plus and minus button which controls the speed. All in all, team, my final verdict: if you want some premium looking fans but you don't want to shelve over the $80, $90, $100 for just a 3-pack of fans, you don't mind sacrificing some of the premium options, it's hard for me to say no. Definitely a wish win. I'll go ahead and give it to them. There you go. So playing with these fans, definitely, they're much better than I thought they were going to be. I'm surprised, and definitely go ahead and tell me what you guys think. If this is something you'd be interested in, or if it's something that you'd rather just shelve over the extra money and get something that might be a little bit more dependable and last you a little bit longer, plus have the extra features. As always, hit the subscribe button. I said button like 3 times in a row now. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Like the button if you like the video. Tell me what you think. P.S. I'm not going to be giving these away. Sorry. Not only would it be too much hassle to take them out, but they're kind of growing on me, so I think I'll keep them.